Time for you all to meet one of the nastiest plants in the business, the infamous garlic mustard. So, this plant is an example of an invasive species. Invasive species, what is that? Well, invasive species can be anything from a zebra mussel to a mongoose, your sister, just kidding. The first two are invasive species though. Any invasive species is a species that comes into a habitat where it's not native and totally takes over. It invades, it's an alien. And what it does is it has evolutionary advantages that give it kind of a leg up compared to other species. So let's take this plant for example, garlic mustard. This is one of the most common invasive species in the eastern United States. It's got nice flowers, it's a cool looking plant. But if you look around me, there's garlic mustard all over the place. I'm gonna pick this one. Haha, doing my part. A couple things about this plant that give it an edge. One, it's one of the first plants to come up in the spring. It shades out other species and it starts putting up flowers well before most other wildflowers. It gets its seeds out there before other flowers even have a chance. Second, has really big leaves. Great in forests, gets a lot of sunlight, a lot of photosynthesis happens. Again, other plants don't have that ability. Next, you'll notice, look at this, one plant, multiple flowers. Tons of seed gets spread by this thing. So, what can you do about it? What can you do about garlic mustard and other invasive species? Well, if you really had the time, you could go around pulling up every garlic mustard plant. That's not realistic. The best way to stop an invasive species is to keep them from getting established in the first place. What that means, brushing off your shoes, making sure no seeds get spread from one forest to another. Doing what you can to educate others so that they know about invasive species and don't go planting things like garlic mustard in the ground. But the best way to stop invasive species, in my opinion, because they're already established in many places, is to find a use for them. So, let's take garlic mustard for example. That was a bad example. Let's try it. Let's try another one. Okay, there we go. Garlic mustard actually tastes pretty good. You can put it in salads. It's an edible plant. You can eat it. Don't eat old ones like this, as you saw, probably from my reaction, but if you take young garlic mustard plants, they're actually really good. So not only can you pick garlic mustard, but you can benefit from them. So next time you're out in the forest, gather some garlic mustard. No one will mind. And you can add it to your salad and have some, wild flavor. And at the same time, do your part to make sure wildflowers have a place to live. So this is just one example of an invasive species, but probably the one you'll see most commonly if you live in the East. So keep your eye out, pull it whenever you see it, and do your part to keep nature in better shape than you found it.